This is the second lecture on Unit 4. Today we're doing Lesson 4.2, Solving Linear Inequalities. At times, not everything equals to each other. So beside the equal sign, there are other signs, like the less than sign, or the greater than sign, or the less or equal to sign, or the greater or equal to sign. Most linear equations have a unique solution, so they only have one solution, whereas linear inequality have more than one. For example, for x equals to 1 satisfies the linear equation x plus 1 equals to 2. X equals to 1 also satisfies the linear inequality x plus 1 less than 3. However, so does x equal to 0 or x equals to 1.5. In fact, all x less than 2 also satisfy this linear inequality. Let's take a look at example 1 from your learning resources. It asks us to solve for x, where x is plus 2 is bigger than 5. The solution is very simple, so first of all we have to write down our original equation. That's x plus 2 bigger than 5. We then plus negative 2 on both sides of the equation. That will cancel out this 2 and isolate the x. And on this side it will give us 5 plus negative 2, that's going to be 3. So the final answer is all x that's bigger than 3 will satisfy this equation. Now let's take a look at example 2. Solve for x when 2 plus x is bigger or equal to 4. The solution is similar to the one on the previous slide, in which what we do is we plus a negative 2 on both sides of the equation because we want to isolate this x. When negative 2 plus 2, then it will be 0. The 2, they will cancel out. And when 4 plus negative 2, it will be positive 2. So the final answer is x is bigger or equal to positive 2. Taking a look at example 5, it asks us to solve for x when 1 is less than 2x less than 3. What we do is we divide by 2 on all three sides of the equation. So that will give us 1 over 2 is less than x less than 3 over 2. There are cases where we have to reverse the sign of inequality, where the less than sign becomes the bigger than sign, or vice versa, the bigger one becomes the less than sign. Such cases include multiplying or dividing by a negative number. Let's take a look at example 7. Solve for x when negative 1 over 3x is less than 5. Once again, we start out by writing our original equation of negative 1 over 3x less than 5. Then we multiply negative 3 on both sides of the equation. But when we do this, when we multiply a negative number, the less than sign reverses its direction and becomes a bigger than sign. What we're left with is the negative 3 times negative 1 over 3, that's going to be 1, so that's going to be x bigger than negative 15, and that's going to be the final answer. So that's the end of this lecture. Please check out the activity video, and remember, practice makes perfect, so please do your assignments and upload them for the teacher to mark. I'll see you guys next lecture.